everybody. Cathleen, actually since the first moment that I stepped into the Burlingame district office, way back last year, has been nothing but supportive to me and of the school, and I really, really appreciate everything she's done. I didn't want to give her some sort of get up here, Cathleen, introduction. I really, and my family, my parents, everyone that knows me appreciates the support that you and the community provide. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. I know this is a special day for you, and we're all feeling pretty blessed to officially welcome you to the finish line of what I know will be just the first of many great years at Roosevelt. So my lucky task is to thank the many parents here today who are actually finishing the last of their years at Roosevelt and have volunteered their time so generously. And as I was preparing for this, I was struck a little bit by the generosity of the parents here today, and also reflecting a bit on the generosity of this class, this lucky class. I'll call this lucky class of 2013, because I've seen your generosity in action. I've seen you initiate a new game to make someone feel included. I've seen you running all the bases with a friend who's a little less familiar with the ins and outs of a good game of kickball. I've seen you high-fiving a buddy after an embarrassing foursquare out, and really reaching out to do what it takes to make a friend feel a little less alone on a tough day. You really do take care of each other. Please notice and appreciate and develop the compassion and generosity that lives in each of you. Because here's the thing, you're growing up in a time, like Mr. Paveo was talking about, you're growing up in a time where you'll have more control over the communities you create. You're already creating communities on those devices. Social communities, digital communities, learning communities. And my wish for you today is that you will always carry very close to your heart the compassion and generosity of this community that raised you. This community and this village that's sitting in front of you right now, this village of parents who have led with their hearts, all with the aim of creating great memories and raising great kids. And you are great kids. So your lasting gift back to Roosevelt, my friends, will be to carry these gifts with you. Be compassionate, be generous, be kind, and be a giver. So why am I talking about all this compassion and generosity today? Because I speak for every parent here who wants the best journey possible for you in middle school, and you own the choices that you make. So Sunday's Father's Day, and I intend to call my father, who I don't call nearly enough, to thank him again for some of the best advice he ever gave me, which was, look him in the eye, tell him the truth, and give him a firm handshake. So that was back in 1987, so if you update that slightly for this class, lift your eyes from whatever screen you're on at any given moment, and make a personal connection. Lead with your heart, be yourself, be generous, and please master the art of a great handshake. With those things, do those things, and you'll honor the gifts of Roosevelt, your community, your village, your parents, who are so proud of you today. And trust me on this, you will make a real difference in this world. You really, really will. Congratulations. So speaking of these amazing parents, on to what we call the Scroll Awards. And this is the largest class by far to graduate from Roosevelt. And with it goes a mighty, mighty tide of amazing parents who have shaped this neighborhood school for many, many years. PTA presidents, exec board members, committee chairs, field trip drivers, classroom volunteers, you bring baked goods, you show up. You show up. And we are eternally grateful. You've given your time in large and small ways, and we're a greater community for it. So I'm going to announce the names of those families that have volunteered and who are marking their last year here at Roosevelt, many of whom have been here for well over a decade and have really shaped this school. And we have Scroll Awards for you, which we won't take the time to hand out right now, but when we have cake and punch, please find me or Lauren, and we have a Scroll Award for you that you can tape up on the refrigerator, in the bathroom, on your bulletin board, on your kid's computer, wherever you'd like. So I'm going to start, this is in no particular order, I think I actually alphabetized it by first name. So, Anthony and Gail Moss. Arvin and Macy Fong. Beatrice Quira. Bill and Deborah Knowles. Bob and Colleen Repke. Brad and Colette Green. Brad and Julie Wilson. Dennis and Sonia Yilmaz. Don and Teresa Clark. Ernie Garcia. Gloria Aguilar. Gail Simpson. Gloria Peraza. Jay Kaufman. Jenny Fan. Jim and Darlene Jaworski. Jim and Julie Dance. Julia Labunsky. Kevin Jadine Kuahara. Lynn Pesherin. Nabil Kashafa. Rick and Arena Smith. Rory and Olive O'Driscoll. Sonia Kovacevic. Scott and Brooke Hill. Scott and Tu Bollinger. Sherry Boimanu. Sophie Chen. Sue Kaufman. And Vlad and Paula Yoka. I hope I came with those names, but thank you from the heart, from your children, if I can speak for them, for everything that you've done to create great memories and make a really amazing difference at this school. So, on to the best part of the show.